Good morning.
Good morning.
Today's subject for the lecture provided me with an opportunity to realize just how limited my relationship to peace is. So then I began to look at it from the perspective of, okay, I can improve upon that relationship. I'll see if I can find more peace. And in the process of looking, I realized that I was looking outside of myself. And when I experienced peaceful situations, I said, okay, I found it. Like when I just recently went to the desert, I experienced all kinds of peace, all kinds of tranquility. But then I noticed that if I became involved in other situations, that peace seemed to disappear, that it left me. Then I started paying attention to the subject matter of the lecture, and I was caused to realize, okay, if I find peace that's going to be any kind of a lasting peace, I'm going to have to find it in myself. And then began the search to see if I could find bits of peace here or bits of peace there, and then also see where it was missing, where it wasn't at all. When you carry peace within you, you have the ability to remain calm and joyful at all times. Well, I can't say that that's who I see myself as being, nor what I experience. And I certainly can't say it is with regardless of outside circumstances, or even what life has to offer in the moment. So I began to look at it and see, all right, inner peace for me is something that I have to discover. And I get to discover it no matter what's going on inside of me or outside of me, which is a challenge. Because I am so used to having my peace be determined by what's happening either inside of me or outside of me. There's a place in me and there's a part of me that experiences peace all the time. What's up? Did I drop the ball? So then it's caused me to realize, all right, if I want to experience more of peace, then I have to do some things in order for that to occur. I need to teach myself things. I need to teach my mind to become still. And I've been around meditation for years now, but it seemed to register in me more completely that if I'm going to meditate, then I'm going to have an intention for the meditation. And what greater intention is that for me than experiencing peace? So I began to, I close my eyes, I focus on my breath, and then I'm aware of thoughts that come and thoughts that go. If some come and stick, then I have to look and see, all right, wait a minute. If I focus on this, then I'm stuck with it. If I realize it's like a cloud and just let it pass through, it will pass through, just like all clouds pass through the sky. And instead of getting so undone and distracted by them, I simply let them be as they are. So I don't try to push them away, and at the same time, I don't place my attention on them. I simply allow the thought to make its way across the horizon of my awareness and let it drift off. If this has any kind of a registration with you, you might want to try it on yourself if you value peace. If you don't, well then forget about it. If you prefer being like a soap opera, it's all right with me. I get it. I go there too. I understand. But the next thing that I really found registering with me was accept what is. Now I've heard this 1,000 times. I've practiced it at least 999. And still coming up a little shy. But whatever is happening in the present moment, if I say yes to it, then I'm accepting it. Then the encouragement is for me not to resist it, not to struggle against it, and then not to argue with it. You know how something will come to you, or someone will come to you, and they present you with something that you just immediately are like this? And you want to argue with them because you're so right and they're so wrong. I'm learning that one of the ways that helps me immensely is if I say, okay, if I've done something here, I apologize. I'm sorry for whatever it is I've done. That then gives me space inside myself to come to a place of greater acceptance and allowance instead of feeling that I have to defend myself and I'm being challenged. If I get to the place of not arguing and coming to a place of accepting and surrendering to it in the moment, then I can get to the place of asking the present moment, what is it you're asking of me right now? What is the present moment saying for me to do? And then when I get there, do it. So sometimes it is getting to that place of allowing yourself the space for what is by simply apologizing, of letting it go and saying, all right, I let this be. So that's one thing that I share with you is acceptance. If you want to experience peace. Because if you don't accept it, there's no way in hell you're going to experience peace. I had a little piece that was brought to my attention with regard to the next thing, and that is practicing non-judgment. We've all heard that. We've all flunked there. We've all gone to school there. We practiced it there, but here was something about a man by the name of Daniel Holden. He spent 19 years of his life on death row for the rape and murder of his girlfriend. 19 years now. He was in a cell where he could communicate with the fellow in the cell next to him through the wall. Here's a conversation that the two of them had. His name is Daniel. The fellow who's in the next cell is Kerwin. Kerwin says to him, I can't do time the way you do it. Daniel responds, I don't do time. Kerwin said, that's what I'm talking about. I can't do time by not doing time the way you do time. Daniel's response to him is, maybe if you didn't judge the experience while it was happening, which just registers so clearly with me that that's where I find myself losing my connection with peace. I get so caught up in judging what's going on in the moment instead of simply letting it be as it is. Then the next thing I was brought to allow into my door was addictions. Now I could say, I don't have any addictions. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't overindulge in anything. I'm addiction free. And then I'm caused to realize I was lying to myself. Because you see, addictions really are any desire that makes you upset or unhappy if it's not satisfied. Just in case you missed that. An addiction is any desire that makes you upset or unhappy if it's not satisfied. What is the out there? There is an escape. But again, it's something that you practice. And it goes along the lines of transforming your addictions into preferences. You can have preferences. I would prefer for you to be nice to me. But if I find that I get really upset because you're not, then I'm succumbing to my own addiction that is saying, I demand of you to be this way, otherwise I'm unhappy. And you see, I'm talking about me, my missing out on peace. If I can get to the place of allowing things to be the way that they are and insert in there, my preference would be, but if it happens, fine, and if it doesn't happen, it's okay. Then I'm making progress and allowing myself to get to a place of perhaps being receptive to peace. Then, of course, we've heard of mindfulness, but that doesn't mean much if we don't practice it. So again, this is application. A mind that is at peace is a mind that's here and now. And mindfulness, you see, is pretty easy because you've got a body. You can focus your attention on your body. You can focus your attention on your heartbeat. You can focus your attention on how well your hands work, how you can speak. All these different things that you can focus on that allow you to be mindfully engaging on a focus. You can take a moment to feel gratitude about something. You can even look and see if you can find harmony in the present moment. Because you see, all of these applications then lead you to a place of greater potential of experiencing peace. And your willpower, do you want to just divorce yourself from your willpower? Or do you want to apply your willpower in a way of thinking and feeling? Because you see, you can choose what you will think and you can choose what you will feel. So that if something comes in that is not giving you a sense of peace, does not add to your state of well-being, you can let it go and use your willpower to choose thoughts and feelings that support your choosing to be at peace. Okay. Bottom line is, it's up to you. And I mean every one of you. And I'm not saying that from a better than position. I'm saying it from a position of reality. And then inclusively, we have the right. But we also have the responsibility for peace. It is no farther removed than our higher self. Because our higher self is always at peace. If we can teach ourselves and learn from our own experience about peace, we will become more peaceful to where we'll discover finding peace is a genuine possibility. It just simply has to be consistently applied. Thank you for remaining peaceful today. It made it easier. But then again, life doesn't always offer up ease as opportunities to learn, to be at peace. For more information about the Metaphysical Church of Enlightenment or the Rodin Foundation, please go to our website at www.rodin.org. If you have been inspired by the revelations shared in these podcasts, please donate to the Rodin Foundation's ongoing efforts to help others help themselves at www.rodin.org/donate.